You want to know what suffering is? You want to know? You want to know what unrequited love is? Imagine you're Jesus Christ. And you're carrying every prayer from the prayer of Israel, the book of Israel, with you in your heart as you walk this earth. Every single prayer, every call for deliverance. Every call for God's help, every cry of a godly, righteous person suffering at the hands of evil men. And you're carrying that with you as you walk the earth. And you walk the earth, and not only are you carrying that with you, and those prayers become your prayers. That becomes your language you're speaking to people. You're saying their prayers for them. And you're fighting your flesh. You're a fully human being, suffering all the pain and anguish and temptation that all the human around you suffer with you. And Satan is following you, and he's going back and forth, accusing you to the Father, tempting you in the desert. And you keep on, perfectly. And you carry those prayers with you. All those cries for deliverance, all the forsaking, God this, God that, God why. And you hand these people the keys. You give them the keys to deliverance. You give them the keys to righteousness. You give them the keys to salvation. And they reject it. You heard their cries and you answered their prayers. And it wasn't what they wanted. So they put you on a cross. And you're on that cross, and they're cheering on your death. And you pray for them. And as you pray for them, people start to see who you are, but it's not your people. And then, as one final act, you say their last prayer for them. The most common prayer in the book of Israel. Father, why have you forsaken me? And people say, well, that's when Jesus sinned. See, he doubted God. No. That was their prayer. He was saying to the Father. He was interceding on their behalf as he died. To the last minute he lived, he was there to save his people and guard them from his Father's judgment. Father, why did you forsake me? As they forsook him. And he dies, and he resurrects, and they reject him. They reject what he offered them. They reject what he gave them. They reject the love he had for them. They forsake him, and yet he prays for them, and yet he comes back for them, because he loves them. You want to talk about unrequited love? You want to talk about suffering? Jesus did it all. He did every bit of human suffering that can imagine in his short 33-year life. So every day, you cry out to God, why God? Why me? Am I forsaken? Why, Lord, why? You crucify, cry. You crucify Christ on that cross. Because now not only is he carrying the prayers of Israel, he's carrying the prayers of everyone. Everyone who prays to him, everyone who believes in him. And we ask, Father, why do you forsake me? Just as we are forsaking him. And we crucify him every day. And yet he loves us. And he will deliver us. And he is our salvation. Because suffering is love.